It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This one fielded at the 5. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Set, hut, to the play. Go. It's our time. It's our time.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Check. Lucky.
From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down now, it's Cook, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
No score after one on EA Sports. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Hey, Ken. Hey, Sue. Hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go.
From the gun, here's Cousins. This is caught, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 34 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Ravens 0.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Bandit.
Here's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, Jackson stepping up. He's going to keep it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
On 2nd down, it's Ingram. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Ready. 55. Check, 55. Double dog. That's the way. Sponge. No.
Jackson now. They set up the screen to Hill. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Raven first down.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left, and now he's going to use his legs. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 16.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Take 4.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. And this a 39-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
A first down throw for Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Good route here. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Watch the ground.
Here's Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Cousins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
The Ravens take over a first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Right there in the middle. 55. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, check orbit. 24.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson towards the end zone for Brown. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
From the 29, Cousins completes it to the fullback, Ham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
On first down, it's Cook. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
He's telling you, he's telling the right, telling the right. Hey.
Cousins now. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 34-yard line.
First down, Minnesota.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's a quick throw to Thielen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Hey, watch this.
Back to the ground, Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They run it again with Cook. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Kill. Lynch 50, Lynch 50. Check 13. You draw Corker.
They'll run with Cook. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On 2nd and goal, Cousins. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Tyus Bowser. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And the pressure gets to him again. Chris Wormley providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Terrific running there to start the drive as that's going to go for 15 and a quick first down as well. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 38-yard line.
Ready. 60 out low. 54 Mike. I'm coming.
Jackson from the shotgun. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
He's checking. Crash.
Here's Jackson, operating from the gun. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 28 yards. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Black. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
From the 36, Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Mike 57. Watch the run. They're running it.
Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building.
Watch the run.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
At the 40-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Gun. 57 to Mike.
Now Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Cousins to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Check. Line out. Check hot route. Hot. Hey, switch gears.
They'll run on first down. Cook. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Cut.
Again, it's Cook. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Let's get it.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal.
36.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. So it all comes down to the foot of Dan Bailey.
A 27-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I got power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched, and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In the end result, I better kill them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, Gold Tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, Gold Tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers.